Hiya besties and welcome to another video on my channel and welcome to a bit of a low-key bonus upload crafting vlog this week. I have a few days off right now, aka I am ahead on some videos and not yet where I can start on others. So I want to make the most of the time I have this week and just do a bunch of fun little things that I've been kind of putting off in favour of bigger projects and also things I haven't been putting off but just feel like doing. Is it truly time off if I film it? I mean, technically no, but I also think this is really fun. So here we are. I don't really have a plan today, so it'll be, like I said, a little more low-key, bunch of surprise project, I guess, because I'm just gonna follow the dopamine this week. But I do know I'll be knitting a bunch, so at least there's that. But yeah, I shan't yap for too long here in the intro before we even get to making stuff, so you also go grab something that you want to work on, maybe grab a little drinky drink or a little snacky snack, and let's get on with our day off together. Let's go! Okay, so my first project today is gonna be another little cozy book nook. Actually, it's not in my usual crafting repertoire, but I really enjoyed making the last kit we made here on the channel. So when I got a message from Cutebee asking if I wanted to make another one, I naturally said, yes please. And so today, sorry for being all up close and personal in any of your business. Today we have a little unboxing to do and we're gonna build what's in here and then we'll get into yarny stuff. Sounds great. I am really excited. So I'm gonna open this straight away and we'll have a look at what it is. I know what it is, but you don't, so you get to see it in just a second. It's actually Cutebee's 10th anniversary right now, and for this anniversary they have a collab with The Little Prince with some kits inspired by the book. And they very generously sent me this kit to try out today. I am super excited to put this together, so I'm just gonna jump straight to it. Before starting, I will be checking the manual to see that I have everything, which yes, everything seems to be in order, so we can start building. I am following the manual step by step for this and putting the little scenes together one by one. This diorama or book nook is the planet and the rose, and there are 3 little scenes depicted in here with the prince and the rose. The character pieces are printed on acrylic instead of wood, which adds a lot of dimension in my opinion. It's actually funny, I have read The Little Prince twice, once in English and once in French. I took French all throughout high school and one year I was the only person in my class to choose language classes, so it was scheduled during one of my other very much more important lessons. My French teacher's solution for me that year? Just read The Little Prince. Needless to say, after that year of not keeping up my French studies, I have lost most of that language. It's probably in there somewhere, but anyway. I did read this book twice and what I remember the most is the drawing of the snake that has eaten an elephant. So this kit is kind of making me think, maybe I challenge myself and try to read this in French again? Or English, but still, maybe I should read it again. Either way, we're getting on with the project and it's starting to look like something over here. This was really relaxing and calming to build and only took about 1.5 or 2 hours-ish time. And this is the result. Isn't it so cute? I really love the acrylic details with the stars and the characters. I had so much fun building this and it's gonna look so cute on a shelf. OMG. I have of course put a link at the top of the video description in case you are interested in checking out any of the Little Prince sets or anything else from Cutebee. Don't forget to use code Shaiyeh at checkout to get 10% off of your order. Thank you so much to Cutebee for collaborating with me today. So, we have a finished book Nook. I'm very happy. This was a lot of fun, but now I'm kind of tired, so I want to go on to work on something a little bit more low-key, like knitting. However, I seriously need to tidy my desk, and also the shelf behind me is full of stuff. I just want to tidy, so we're gonna tidy. We're gonna do a little bit of a desk reset. I always end up doing these every couple months because my desk kind of gets messy. I do try to tidy every single day when I'm done working for the day. Things end up on the desk anyway. We have cats. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. You probably also have a desk full of wool, so you know how it goes. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I have some coffee to fuel me. Maybe I shouldn't just yap for 15 hours every single time I'm on screen. But yeah, we're gonna tidy, then we're gonna knit. Sounds great? Yeah. Let's go. I always love a good desk reset. I find it really hard to focus when my space is messy, so I do make a point to tidy it daily, like I mentioned, but also do a full reset every now and then. Sometimes it's hard to keep up though, like when you have multiple projects going at the same time. This week I am trying to have a chill time, so I am taking that extra time to put yarn away where it belongs, wiping the desk down, and also tidying the shelves behind me. I tend to put little finished things on this shelf, like right now when all of my recently made bag charms have been stuck in there for weeks. So I'll put some on my project bags and the rest go on various other bags or in the rotation queue, which is not going to be in my manga shelves. I also went ahead and got changed because my top was very warm, and now I'll put these hand spun skeins in stash as well. No, actually, wait, redo that. They are supposed to be soaked first. So out they go again, and I am going to have a 5-second break. Now it is time to knit. I will be honest with you because keen-eyed viewers will notice. Yes, this project that I am knitting on is the top I wore in the intro. I filmed this part before filming the intro, so I'm sorry about the time jump here, but I still worked on this project during this week and I had a great time doing so. It's the BonBon top by Penny and Stitch, and it was actually released this week. All I had left to do was binding off the neckline and knitting the armhole edges, and of course blocking, but we'll get to that in a moment. I'm just going to take it easy for a bit because we're not speeding today, and I'm gonna knit through this double knit armhole. This was such a vibe because it was a very rainy day and I was just all cozied up listening to the rain and knitting. I am done with my top, and so here's a try on for you. I love it so much, but it's a little short. Luckily, I know this will grow to be the perfect length in blocking. I did do a mid-project wet block on this one, so I do actually know. And speaking of wet blocking, we are getting it on the blocking mats straight away. But with one project finished, I am going to move right on to the next test knit I have lined up, the Gwen Blouse, also by Penny & Stitch. I did swatch for this beforehand, so I can just dive right in today and start knitting. I'll also pair it with one of my new stitch markers with little baby Elsa. The first step for me for this project is winding some mohair and fingering weight yarn together. I mean, I could just knit from two separate balls held together, but I think this is much more convenient and comfortable. And on we go with the actual project. The top part is knit flat for this one, so it's a bunch of cozy back and forth stockinette for me. I know I said I wasn't speeding this time, but I had so much fun with this, and suddenly I was at the point where we need to go to the next part of the pattern. But I think that's going to be it for this project for me today. I kinda need to rest my hands for a little, so I'm going to go on one of the worst time sinks for crafters, Pinterest. Why? Because I have the sudden urge to play Animal Crossing and I want some inspiration. I have been trying to work on my island and make videos of me doing so, but it's been a year since I last did a build and uploaded it to my second channel, so I kind of want to pick this back up again as a little side hobby. I got so inspired I had to write down a bunch of ideas, both for videos and for the build I want to do today. So before I lose any of the motivation, let's go on to start up the game as well. I had such a cozy time doing this as well. I have really missed playing this game, so I am looking forward to also making some content for it. This time I was building a campsite, finally, and I am so excited about it. I of course recorded the entire thing as well. I have no idea when I'll start posting again, but I will of course post about it on this channel when I do. I have been chipping away at the editing over the last week, so hopefully soon. But it's another day and I am craving fibre arts again. I got this little bag of fibre from my mum a while back and I think today I want to spin this. My plan is to make some art yarn. I'll spin one thread of just white wool and then one where I add in the locks in lock form mostly, so that there'll be little clouds of fluff in the skein, and then I'll ply them together into a 2-ply yarn. I haven't spun anything like that before, so I think this will be fun. I tried to do some math of how much of the white fluff I'd need for each ply and weighed it out. I did realise a while into the spin though that even though the ply with the locks has less of the white fibre, it's going to need to borrow some from the pile for the just white ply, as the locks add to the weight of this ply but not necessarily to the length, if that makes sense, as I am just adding them in alongside the white yarn. I'm also adding the locks in rainbow order, kind of, one colour at the time, started with the blue, then the purple, pink, coral, orange and lastly yellow. This was both fun and kind of annoying to spin because every now and then the big locks of wool kind of got stuck on the one hook on my fly. It's okay though, just a minor inconvenience and very easily fixed. My first ply is done and it's looking kind of ugly if I'm being totally honest with you, but I'm still going to see this project through. My goal now that I have a new spinning wheel is to try as many new and fun spinning techniques as I can. I am sure I'll find some use for this yarn anyway, weaving if nothing else. My second ply was done in no time, as it was, again, just the white wool, and so now we can ply them together. This was actually a little bit annoying because for some reason this got stuck more in the hook on the flyer than the single had done. But regardless, this is turning out to be a really fun yarn and I'm surprised it came out with the perfect balance. But now that we have finished some yarn, maybe we should pick up that handspun yarn pile I tried to stash and then remembered not to stash back when we did the reset. I will be soaking them now, finally, and giving them a little spin in the machine. And that's the last thing we're doing today actually, besties. I'll hang these to dry after thwacking, and that's me all finished with my project. Sorry for not having a proper outro this time, but I still feel like I've been yapping so much, so maybe this is okay today. Anyway, besties, what do you like to do when you have time off? I love how my work and free time is pretty much identical. Maybe this is not ideal, but let me know in a comment down below or leave some sheep emojis if you don't feel like chatting. Also, while you are in the comments, please also like and hype the video if you liked it, as that helps me out a ton. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching today and for hanging out with me. If you're new and you'd like to keep seeing what I get up to here on the channel in the future, please consider subscribing. Normally my videos are formatted a little bit differently. I wanted this one to be a bit more low-key, but hopefully it was okay nonetheless. But yes, please feel free to stick around if you want to. We also have channel memberships and a Discord for subscribers, as well as links to my patterns and other stuff in the video description. But anyways, besties, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. You guys take care now, and I'll see you again very soon in my next video. Bye!